And this is Roberto Lopez. His team has just gotten 2 points in a row. So they'll try Jose Loiola. And Loiola chops cross court. 8-2 is our score. Steffes and Loiola with a healthy 6-point lead.
Easy chop for Jose. And you mentioned he's going to play for the next 2 years with Emmanuel to prepare for the Olympics. And I think that's a great move for Jose. And that's a great move for the country of Brazil.
All his international problems have cleared up as Franco shanks another pass. And it's 9-2. So the passing of Roberto Lopez and Franco has been awful. And the serving, meanwhile, of Kent Steffes and Jose Loiola has been very good.
The good serves is definitely a factor, but I don't think they're serving impossible balls, and the Brazilians just have to try to get their concentration back into this match.
We mentioned that Jose Loiola would be playing with a Brazilian next year and the year after. What about Kent Steffes? Who could he play with, Mike Dodd?
Well, the obvious choice is Karch-Kiraly.
Ask Karch-Kiraly to play.
Let's see, they're gold medals. They've won 1 million tournaments together.
Back together again? Could they do it?
Oh.
There's another ace as Steffes thunders one through, make it 10-2. Of course, the question is, would
Kent's trying to get the crowd into it a little bit as kind of a slow final. I think it's more than possible. It just makes complete sense. They're a fantastic team. They always have been, and Karch is playing great.
Kent Steffes serving hard. It's 10-2. Here comes Lopez. Of course, the big question for Karch, would he leave Adam Johnson, who he's paired with now?
Well, I mean, it's a decision for every player. It's a decision for whoever Kent's going to ask to play. You know, if he asks Mike Whitmarsh, or if he asks Brian Lewis, or if he asks Karch-Kiraly. You know, that's just an individual decision that every player has to make, and unfortunately there's always going to be some hurt feelings and some animosity from your old partner.
10-2 is our score. 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Here is Jose Loiola. Boy, that's a tight set, and Steffes pokes it down. What has happened to Franco and Roberto Lopez? Do you see it as fatigue here?
It's definitely fatigue, and what happens when the fatigue factor really takes control? You lose your concentration. This is simply lost concentration, poor ball control, and the Brazilians are doing poorly what they're great at, and that's ball control.
Steffes blocks. Good play by Franco. And Franco, oh, Loiola goes and gets it. Great play by Jose. Spins a sandy one. Here comes Franco. Franco, nobody up, and he babushkis one. Finally. And Franco says, I need more of that. And the crowd says, we'll do that a little more, and we'll cheer for you.
Exactly. The players are trying to get that great anticipation by Jose. He definitely knows his fellow countrymen and their shots. And then Franco just putting the ball away cross court and putting his fist up saying, I need some energy.
Lopez serve is long.
Side out.
So the side out back to Kent Steffes and Jose Loiola, 11-2. Of course, Kent Steffes doesn't have to ask Karch-Kiraly. He could ask someone like Mike Whitmarsh or Dane Blanton or Eric Fanoy-Moana. Or your dark horse, the Jewel kid.
Adam Jewell.
Adam Jewell. Bad pass. Here comes Steffes. And Steffes. Tape shots, one in there. And another point for Steffes and Loiola.
And again,
6:29 left on the watch.
Here's another dig by the Brazilians.
They're scrambling. They're in trouble.
They're scrambling. And talking about the Olympics, Chris, it's still a long way away. And Jose playing with Emmanuel, that's not until next summer. There's a lot of ball left on the tour this year. And but partners are going to change. Partners are going to start to align, and they're going to start they're already thinking about the Olympics right now and thinking, what's going to be my best combination? I've got to get in practice with this guy. We've got to play international tournaments. We've got to play AVP tournaments.
Get some points.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see things start changing even before the end of this year.
Skyball serve is out of bounds. Score remains 12-2. Well, if you know anything about the Olympics or international competition, you know that Jose Loiola has to play with a Brazilian. You're not allowed to switch and mismatch countries. So Loiola with Emmanuel, and Americans have to play with other Americans.
And Jose is probably going to go play in a couple FIVB events this summer with Emmanuel.
First one in Toronto, Canada. Boy, they look great. Jose says, yes, we got another one.
Another great ace for Jose. So they're gonna leave Kent with someone to pick up on the AVP Tour or someone to pick up for the FIBB event. So we'll see some changes early.
Ken Steffes, all the money you're making announcing these things.
My goodness.
You'd be rich.
I should be retired.
You'd still have $1,700,000 in change. What can we tell you? Ken Steffes and Jose Loiola have put the hammer down on Franco and Roberto Lopez. We should tell you that Franco and Roberto Lopez lost in the first round of this tournament. One of the problems I see it with double elimination is that clearly there's one team here that's a lot fresher than the other team.
And again, it's not a new surprise. I mean, when you play double elimination, the winner's bracket team is always in such better condition and such better shape.
Loiola going up top, trying to show Franco how to serve the high boy.
Well, when you're up 13-2, I guess you can pretty much try anything.
Ken Steffes and Jose Loiola jumped out 8-0. In case you just joined us, Franco and Roberto Lopez got 2. Then in a blink of an eye, 4 unanswered to make it 13-2. Loiola down the line, and Lopez can't go. Normally that's a play that Lopez can get.
Lopez with a great dig, dropping off the net, and Roberto just unable to get to the ball, and they're fatigued. They're frozen in the sand. They're not moving their feet to pass the ball, and they're in serious trouble.
Franco, and Franco slugs it through. The score remains 13-2. Plenty of time left on the Swatch timer. 6:09.8. If you can make a rally, you can get a little something going. You never know. Steffes and Loiola due for a little letdown if they could just get a little something going. There's a good serve. And a chance to get a point here. Franco on top. Franco, pokey, got it. And the crowd goes crazy for point number 3.
That's what the Brazilians have to do. They got to get that jump serve revved up, get things going, get their emotions into it, and push themselves past the fatigue. You get out on the court, you feel like you're dead, but there's always a little bit left if you can find it. It's down there in your soul.
That jump serve spins out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Jose Loiola and Ken Steffes. So Jose Loiola, who grew up emulating basketball player Oscar Schmidt, the great Brazilian star, and idolizing Magic Johnson. Lopez tapping and getting it.
Good easy side out for the Brazilians. They need to get the side outs rolling and the jump serve pumped up. And to me, the very best thing about beach volleyball is that it pushes an athlete to go beyond that point where you think you have nothing left, and this sport will push you beyond that.
Here's Ken Steffes, spike attempt. Does Steffes look like he's got more pop than we've seen him in the last couple of weeks? It looks like he's really snapping harder today. You can hear the pop of the ball.
Yeah, he's ripping the ball. He's so confident, and he mentioned it last week after the tournament. They're passing so well.
Okay.
You're passing the ball well. You're keeping the ball in front of you. You're seeing the whole court. You can take a better rip at it.
It's a tight one. Jose losing his concentration just a bit, and he's popping him back over the net, and back to Jose. Look out for the bomber. Hit it. Boom! And Franco is into the net. Little fun volleyball. Not beautiful volleyball, but fun volleyball.
There you see Roberto trying to shoot it over on one. And at this level, that's no play to do.
Usually won't work. And now championship point for Ken Steffes and Jose Loiola. Looking for their 5th tournament victory of the year. Boy, bad passing. Both Franco and Roberto Lopez are just not bending their legs and getting down.
They just have physically and mentally, they're just not bringing anything to the table right now.
Marvin Hall was getting lower than these two. He was getting much more down, wasn't he?
I tell you that much. But he's been resting up in the condo.
That's true. Yes! Down the line, there's an ace.
Franco with the ace down the line. Looking across.
All they need is 10 more of those, and they'll be right back in.
We got ourselves a ball game.
We got ourselves overtime. 5.5 minutes to go. Hey, Jose and Kent have to just be logy after getting such a big lead here, trying to maintain. You know what it's like, Mike. You got that huge lead, and everybody's kind of funning around, and it's 14-5.
Looking at 14.
I think we get to about 14-8, then Kent and Jose are going to be going, oh my goodness.
Franco has a devastating jump serve when he can get it in. Goes for the shorty, and he missed it. So the second championship point coming up. Steffes saying, no way you're going to get that on me.
Good idea. Just a little short on the shorty.
A short shorty. Loiola serving for the championship. Lopez, down the middle he goes, and he says,
Patriotic fan there.
Yeah.
Join the action.
God bless America.
Off the net, side out to the team.
Hard packed sand, Chris, and that helps the shorter Brazilian player.
Hey, even you could hit out there. Oh, on the hard pack. You'd be smacking it right now. Pretty
Coming from a guy with just a great vertical leap.
I tell you what. And there's a block. There's for Franco.
Another point for the Brazilians, and until that 15th point is scored, you're still in the match.
Franco and Roberto Lopez have Steffes and Loiola. Steffes and Dodd.
Dodd's stuck on 74. He's not going anywhere for a while, but Steffes, the boys ahead of him gotta be looking over their shoulders because he's racking them up.
Let's take a look at that last play. Franco and Roberto Lopez trying to come back after being down 13-2. They're getting some blocks. They're getting a couple of serves. They're playing a little bit better. And, of course, Steffes and Loiola, wow. They have just, you know what logy is? Logy is short for Losdicata. That's when you become sleepy and the other team plays so bad.
Well, I think that if Franco and Roberto, if they can get a couple more points, get it to 8, get it to 9, then they'll at least get Steffes and Loiola thinking that maybe they can get a comeback on them. But like you said, Steffes and Loiola are a bit logied right now.
Steffes and Loiola have not used a timeout yet, as that jump serve just missed. Steffes thought it was out a lot farther than it was. And Lopez just missing. So third championship point coming up for Kent Steffes and Jose Loiola. Let's see if Lopez and Franco can hang on. Steffes has been jump serving well. Great up by Franco. And this will be it. Steffes on the right side. Puts it away. So Kent Steffes and Jose Loiola, very impressive.